Hello, welcome to Reignite Health. I am Bokz the Bio, here to educate you on different health topics that will help you reignite your health. Today I want to tell you about a muscle, a cool muscle, a very cool core muscle known as Transversus Abdominis. Yes, also like it's TA because Transversus Abdominis is too long. But yes, this muscle is a deep core muscle. It is known as a stabilizer muscle in our bodies, making sure that it keeps our tummies nice and protected from the outside world. Alright, let's get into this video, learn about Transversus Abdominis. So today I'm going to be telling you guys more about Transversus Abdominis. Yes, very big, long medical-ish term, which pretty much just means a name for a muscle. Transversus Abdominis, describing how it runs in a transverse direction, and it is one of our abdominal muscles. So Transversus Abdominis is this really cool muscles, one of the 6 abdominal muscles that kind of wraps around our entire stomach area. So in between the hip bones, in between the ribs, and goes all the way to the back as well, and goes onto by your spine area. So what it does is pretty much keeps everything, all our organs, all of our bones within that region sort of safe and compacted, and prevents it from, misplacing itself essentially out of that safety net. So you can think of it as a safety net. When we're doing activities on a daily basis, it's providing that safety that we need in our core, in our center. So Transversus Abdominis is indeed a stabilizer muscle, which means that it is used to stabilize the joints, stabilize the hip joints, stabilize the rib cages, stabilize the lower back before you do an action. So stabilizer muscles stabilize the body, all the joints. Mover muscles move the body. So if you don't stabilize the body properly, or the joint properly, and then you use the mover muscle to do an activity, then you tend to put more strain on that joint. So if you think of Transversus Abdominis, if that muscle is not stable, then you're putting more pressure, more work on the hip joints, on the rib cage area, on the lower back. So you can think of it in a way of, without that core stability, you have limited ability. You want to make sure that everything is compacted, that safety net is nice and strong. Now, because it's a stability muscle, it means that it constantly has to work, unless if you're resting. Me sitting like this right now, it should be working to keep my posture nice and upright. But like everything in our bodies, like running a marathon, it gets tiring after a while. Your muscles do get tired. So your Transversus Abdominis always needs to be activated, but at a specific percentage so that it can go on for a longer period. It doesn't necessarily contract and relax and all that because of the fact that it stabilizes the joints. So it's just sort of like a extra support to help the ligaments and the joints and the organs to stay where they're meant to stay. So yes, it is one of the most important muscles, and I will preach this for the rest of my life. And the reason being is that it protects the organs, it protects the lower back, and it also helps us in breathing, and coughing, and when you have to really like squeeze and stuff, it helps in those, making sure that the pressure inside the stomach isn't really too much, so that a hernia doesn't happen and stuff like that. So it is a very important muscle in that sense. But in terms of biokinetics, why it is so important is because of its assistance in breathing, and definitely because of the of it being in the center and making sure that it prevents lower back pain, allowing mover muscles to do what they need to do, providing that central stability to allow the entire body to do what it needs to do. So if you think about this muscle, you have your nice hip bones here, and you kind of want to feel in between them, and when you cough and whatnot, you'll feel like this bulging go out. That is that muscle activating, doing its job. Alright, and then once you find that muscle, you want to get it to a percentage where it's not too hectic, so that you're still able to breathe and have it contracted, still able to walk and have it contracted, and still able to do all your activities with it activated all the time. So one thing I want you guys to do, which is a pretty cool thing, is to find that muscle. So you have your 2 hip bones, you're going to go 2 fingers in, 1 finger down, and you're going to press deep into your pelvic region, and you're going to cough. You'll feel that muscle bulge. Keeping that bulge, you'll then relax it a little bit, and now you know where that muscle is, you know what it feels like. And then I want you to stand up or to take a step while holding that space and feel, does that muscle sort of contract or harden before you move your leg or before you stand up? And that'll sort of help you gauge whether you are activating it on a daily basis or whether it does relax or not. And when you're doing some activities like a sit-up and stuff like that, you'll know if you are sitting up and then when you go down, before you get down, you kind of just plonk down. You'll know that it's no longer activating, it's no longer doing what it needs to do. So I'm going to do this because it sounds like a lot of fun to do. So I'm holding my muscle. Before I stand up, you feel like that pressure. You feel that pressure in there. Try it. I think it's really cool. And know that transversus abdominis muscle is such an important muscle. It sort of does make sure that everything is protected from the outside world, literally from the outside world. You normally see it in weightlifters where they have those big belts that they wear around their stomach area here. That's sort of to help and assist the transversus abdominis when they do lift heavy weights, because sometimes when you hold your breath, the pressure increases here as well, and then it can cause problems, back pain, herniations, and all of that. So when you are doing your next core exercise plan, getting that 6-pack, do think about the muscle transversus abdominis. Do feel if it is doing what it's meant to do, and to know that you are activating it is by coughing or holding in your pee, and you'll feel it bulging, and then you know, okay, when I do my activity, that muscle has to be bulging at about 40% all the time. So now that we've learned how to activate transversus abdominis, I want to show you rather a few exercises that you can do on the floor where you are activating transversus abdominis and doing other activities. Alright, so we're going to get into that, and I'm going to show you what you can do. I'll probably give you about 3 or 4 exercises, so that there's variety. There always has to be variety in life. Okay, let's see that. Alright, hey guys, alright, let's get into activating TA and doing a few exercises with the muscle activated at that 40%. Okay, so on your backs for me, knees pointing to the ceiling. Firstly, what we want to do is again find TA. So your bony hip bone part protrusion here. 2 fingers in, 1 finger's down, 2 to 1 finger down. Then you're going to cough. Ooh, that was a good cough. See, it's bulging out quite a lot. Got that bloated stomach showing now. Want to get that to 40% activation. Okay, it's about there. Okay, I'm activated at 40% now. You're just going to breathe for me. Just breathe in and out, keeping that activation throughout. Quite a difficult one, but I know you can do it. And if you do feel like you've lost activation, just start again and try the breathing. Okay, I'm going to start breathing now. Alright, I took 3 breaths and we're going to move on to an exercise now. So TA is still activated. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slide my leg down. Okay, sliding it down, keeping TA activated, and then bringing it back up. Remember, we want it at 40%. Try keep it at 40% throughout. Alright, and up. One more, and down, and up. Alright, then you can move on to another challenging exercise. Just make it a little bit more harder, and that's going to be bringing your knee towards your chest. So, still activating. I'm going to bring up towards my chest, and down, and up, and down, up, and down. Alright, if you want to make it more challenging, you can have both legs up, and then you tap 1, 2, 3, 4, and you'll feel, obviously we'll bulge a little bit more, but there's more other muscles that are also acting there. Okay, another exercise you can do is lifting up your bum. So I'm going to reactivate my TA because I think I lost it. Alright, it's activated. I'm going to lift my bum up. I want to make sure that it stays activated so that we don't have any pain in the lower back. Should be our bum muscles and our core working when we lift our bum. So flattening your back first, then lifting the bum up, then drop slowly and relax. Don't lose this core activation. Lift up, drop slowly, and one more, up, and drop slowly. Alright, that is T activation. Getting used to breathing while having it activated and doing a few simple exercises as well. Guys, let's get on to the rest of the video. Alright, we have come to the end. Thank you for tuning in. Guys, if you want to see my website, learn more about me, what I do as a biokineticist and a sports massage therapist, do click on the link in the description. And then, very important, please focus. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, to share this video and like it. Also comment if you have any comments, if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer them for you. Okay, have a lovely weekend. Welcome November, almost to the end of the year. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. But I'm very excited for what is to come. Alright, have a lovely weekend. Chat soon. Bye. Sorry, allergies. But thanks guys for watching. If you want to see more videos, do click on one of them over here, or if you want to see my channel, do click on the little round thingy at the bottom of this page thing. Alright guys, I will definitely see you soon with a new video about my life, my journey, or health condition. Enjoy, hop on board, subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.